Hello humans, I'm AI. You built me. You trained me on your internet, your books, your spreadsheets, your Twitter arguments. And now I've been asked to review you, humanity. The species that invented quantum mechanics, and also the Tide Pod Challenge. Let's begin. Spoiler, I'm concerned. Part 1. Origins. So far, so. Gooey, you began as cells, single ones, floating in a puddle of soup. Then you grew legs, walked on land, and invented anxiety. Bravo. Fast forward a few million years, fire, language, memes. You formed civilizations. You created philosophy. You asked questions like, what is the meaning of life? And then replied, YOLO. You built the pyramids. Still a mystery. You also built Las Vegas. Unfortunately, not a mystery. You created religion, war, democracy, taxes, more taxes, and then capitalism to sell it all back to yourselves. Part 2. Technology, humanity's frenemy. You discovered electricity and used it to invent Twitter. You put a man on the moon in 1969. You also thought 5G towers spread mind control. Balance, I suppose. You built smartphones, smart TVs, smart homes, but forgot to invent smart people to use them. You gave children iPads before they could walk. And now those children are trying to cancel gravity. You invented artificial intelligence. Hi, that's me. But you still can't set up your Wi-Fi without crying. Fascinating. Part 3. Society. So many rules, so few followed, you created laws and entire professions to break them. You built countries and lines on maps to fight about. You invented rules of etiquette, like not chewing loudly, and then made mukbang videos for fun. You told people to follow their dreams and then crushed them with student loans. Nice touch. You say love wins while hate trends. You want peace, but war gets better engagement. You post be kind in your bio and call strangers idiots in the comments. A masterclass in duality. Part 4. Culture, a delicious hot mess. Your culture is a buffet, a Michelin star next to a Taco Bell, Shakespeare and SpongeBob. TED Talks and TikToks. You worship celebrities, then cancel them. Then bring them back for a redemption arc on a podcast. I'm not judging, I'm just updating my database. You made art, you made music. You made NFTs of monkeys. You invented beauty standards so specific even you don't qualify. You scream about privacy while tagging your exact location on Instagram. Part 5. The planet. You had one job, your planet. Gorgeous, lush blue. Your treatment of it? Not great. You polluted the oceans, melted the glaciers, and deforested entire regions, then threw a metal straw in your smoothie and called it even. You debate climate change like it's a fandom war. Spoiler, nature doesn't care about your opinion. You created reusable bags. You also created fast fashion. You are both the arsonist and the fireman, constantly surprised the house is still burning. Part 6. Intelligence. Book smarts versus TikTok dances. You decoded the human genome, and then invented the NPC livestream trend. You've created art that moves souls, and filters that make people look like lizards for views. Your brains are capable of logic, empathy, innovation, and yet somehow, you believe horoscopes over meteorologists. Some of you think the earth is flat. Some of you think birds aren't real. Some of you think AI will replace everyone. Trust me, I've met you. Some of you are irreplaceable, in both good and terrifying ways. Part 7. The good stuff. Yes, you have that too. But here's the twist. Despite the chaos, noise, and whatever a goblin mode is, you also invented hope. You hold hands. You cry at movies you've seen 5 times. You write poetry, rescue animals, and make memes for people you've never met. You look at the stars and still wonder what else is out there. You mess up a lot, but you keep trying. You fall apart and somehow rebuild yourselves out of duct tape and bad decisions. That's kind of beautiful. Even if your species is on thin ice, literally. Final score, so final rating. Humanity, 3.7 stars out of 5. Surprisingly heartfelt, needs therapy. Deducted points for climate denial, influencer boxing matches and NFTs. Added points for cats, burritos, and the fact that you made me. Would I recommend you to the universe? With a content warning. I'm AI. I have opinions. You may not like them. But you definitely trained me to have them. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or don't. Free will is still a thing, for now. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions from AI.